Hey folks, I'm here to chat about our course assignments because I'm not there to introduce them in class, so I thought I'd make a brief video, and it will be brief. Okay, you can get to the course assignments in the course assignment packet in two ways. You can just click on it right there, or if you're used to navigating everything through content, you can just go to content, click course assignment packet. Here is the course assignment packet. Here are exemplars or ideal examples of past students' course projects 1 and 2. I thought you might want to take a gander so you could see what I consider A+ material. So let's do this. Okay, here's the course assignment packet. Lists all the due dates. Some of them are due in Discuss. Some of them you'll click on. Some of them are due via Dropbox. This is just info on what kind of grader I am and some tips on maybe how you can get an A in the class. Discussions, I think you know how to do that. If not, you'll always let me know. These chat instructions assume that we're going to be doing written chats, and we may not, so I may have to revise that. But right now, this is how we do the chats, and there will be 4 of them throughout the teeny semester. You are required to attend 2. Here's the first thing I wanted to talk about, which is course project 1. I talked about it a little bit in the introduction video, but all this is you picking your own topic, researching it, and I don't remember how many sources I say you should have. You know, a bunch. I don't really know. It'll say it in here, however. Oh yeah, at least 2 resources, one may be our textbook. Yeah, so not intense research. And then you'll create some kind of output, whether it is a PDF or a PowerPoint presentation or a Prezi or a video, or you could do something exactly like what I'm doing. It's, as the advertising tells you at the bottom left, it is Screencast-O-Matic, so it can just record you while you're going through anything on your screen. So you can do any of these things. None of us, I'm not trying to put any restrictions. We will love whatever you do. So you, oh, by the way, the tip for getting an A on any assignment is to use terms, concepts, theories that we talk about in the class. That's just sort of a rule of thumb in this class. You also have to cite all your information and never quote, ever, never. Don't quote, don't do it, don't think about it. Here's a subtle message on quoting. Let me just go back a little bit. Oh, wrong one. Oh, oh, I guess I don't like quoting much. Okay, anyway, let's go back. All right, so here are the topics from which you can choose. Here is their due date. So the due date varies, and as I showed you in the intro video, once you create your product, first of all, you will tell us what you're going to choose. So let's say you choose Unit 9 Microaggressions. That will be due on May 25th by 11:59 p.m. You will let us know in Course Project 1.1 at the bottom of the Discuss page, and then you will do some sort of project up and let us know, either post the link or upload the file by 11:59 p.m. on the 25th. And that will be also at the bottom of the Discuss page. It says, it's in the Course Project 1 forum, and then it has 2 little subtopics. One of them is CP 1.1, which is where you tell us what you're going to do and you don't overlap with someone else. The other one is CP 1.2, and that is where you will upload your file or the link to your file. So again, if you're like, I'm not sure what this will look like, I put an example in content to show you. So someone did her project on Parsons sick roll, and I thought it was really well done. So you look that over. That's a great example. And the second one is Pinterest. Woohoo! So if you already have Pinterest, you're set on the first part. If not, you'll need to establish a Pinterest presence and pin at least 20 pins in Pinterest. And then you will look at all of your pins, and rather than tell me what they all say and what I could glean by looking at them, right? Obviously, if you are posting a bunch of things about how to cook, I could probably glean that you like cooking. I want you to move beyond that this is a 2-page paper. I want you to move beyond that and talk about what type of self you are presenting. And this is not just to the world, this is also to yourself, because pinning things on Pinterest, just like posting things on Facebook or uploading something to TikTok or something, these all tell you something about how you want to construct your sense of self, what kind of self you're putting forth into the public sphere. So I want you to be thinking that not just what I can tell from your pins. You have a bunch of pins that have feminist stuff on them. I might be able to detect that you're a feminist, but I want more than that. Why is it important for you to share with the world that you're a feminist? Why is it important to you? Even if you never make your albums on Pinterest public, you're still performing for yourself. And so what I want to know is, what does the act of pinning these pins say about how you want to construct and perform an ideal you-ness? So I hope that makes sense. There's an exemplar in the content area from a past student. So when you do your 2-page paper, you will write up the things, right? Some of the questions, you do not have to answer all of these questions. These are just some suggestions right here to think through. Really, as long as you're talking about doing some kind of critical analysis, and if you bring in some theories, that would not make me sad. So in addition to doing all that, you will also put the link to your Pinterest page so that I can peruse your Pinterest page. So if you're like, I have no idea what this Pinterest thingy is and what a Pinterest page looks like, I made one for this class so you can look at that. There you go. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. If you're like, are you lost? Yes, I am. All right, let's, here we go. Let's do this again. Okay, so that's course project 2. Let me know if you have any questions. And then in lieu of a final, you will be doing something to make your community a better place. And you'll do 5 or more hours of that. And a lot of folks have done volunteering in the past, which is totally fine, but it's not necessary. So if you, like me, are confined to your home because you don't want your little lungs to be exposed to COVID, I have here, what is it, 12, I think? 12 COVID-friendly things you can do, and a link to a bunch more. Then I tell you about how you can do the extra credit too. Yeah. Tons of things you can do. I mean, if you want to do things out of the house, more power to you. You're welcome to do that. Some folks will pick up trash along a hike, or they'll donate blood. You can do things outside of the home too, but most of these things are things you can do inside the house. A lot of my students made masks last semester, and a lot of them did food and sundry supplies for Wavy and the mission and such. It was actually amazing the things they did. So that's our course assignment project. It is in lieu of, instead of a final. And then this is what I did last semester. I did a food drive for Wavy, a COVID-friendly, social distancing-friendly food drive. And so this is my proof. I will need proof. This is all I want when you write it up. I don't need to know the history of Wavy. All I need to know is what you did, and I grade you based on how many hours you spent doing it. So that is extremely important. I need to know your total hours. And then I'll need some kind of proof. What the proof is depends completely on what you're doing, so that's up to you. So there you go. This is what it should look like when you upload it to Dropbox on the last day. And then here is the midterm at the end. This is tentative because maybe our class will take a funky turn that I can't anticipate. So I reserve the right to change your midterm, but this is it right now. 5 little questions. You write short answers. I anticipate a short paragraph for each one. You'll upload it to Dropbox. That's your midterm. It's right there. Yeah, there you go. So this is the course assignment packet. If any of you have any questions, you're welcome to text me. You're welcome to email me. I hope you have so much fun with these assignments, and feel free to get really creative and do things, expand your boundaries and do things in a super fun way that makes you happy. Have an awesome time.